Hi, I'm going to go on a complete rant here, and rightly so, and basically state that the treatment of Tommy Robinson, or Stephen Laxton Lennon as his real name is absolutely despicable by this government and the Crown Prosecution Service. I think basically whichever judge sentenced him should resign and basically retire, whichever's appropriate, depending on how old he or she is. I think this government needs to be gone. They need to be voted out. But although personally, I think Starmer should absolutely resign because he has absolutely ruined this country and ruined democracy for this country. Basically, Starmer is basically taken away free speech. This is democracy, is a democratic country, and Keir Starmer is basically becoming more and more like the likes of Stalin and Nicolae Ceausescu, the leader of Romania. And you've got young people in this country stating that, oh, we'd like to live in a communist country. We like a communist country. Would they really? Well, communism was what Nicolae Ceausescu preached in Romania. And look what happened there. He had people killed. I mean, Starmer's having people silenced by throwing them in prison, like those people who quite rightly stood up for the Southport stabbings by that absolutely disgusting Islamic convert person. I mean, the fact is, basically they're saying his family was a Christian family. Well, guess what? So were the killers of Lee Rigby. Their families were Christian. They were both Islamic converts. They should have been hung. And this guy should be hung as well. I'm sorry. I do feel sorry for for his family, and obviously the family of these Islamic lunatics that killed Lee Rigby. I really do. I feel sorry for their families. I genuinely do. The Christian families. But this is absolutely despicable. And you've got, like I say, you've got youngsters saying that they want to live in a communist state, and they don't even know what a communist state is. Look what happened in Romania. Ceausescu, like I was saying, had people killed who didn't agree with him, and even Mikhail Gorbachev stated that he was running Romania like a Führer and like a Führer and a dictator. And this is basically what Keir Starmer's doing. And I'll tell you what, roll on the next set of elections where Labour will be absolutely trounced, hopefully, and the Tories won't get back in either. A lot of people won't vote Reform UK, unfortunately. I mean, a lot of Labour voters, they just don't. I mean, because a lot of Labour voters don't like Nigel Farage, but I think they're absolutely wrong. They've not given the guy a chance at all. Nigel Farage, I think, is the only one who can make this country great again. And I know this is sounding like Donald Trump. Obviously, I'll get onto that in a minute. But this country's just gone right down the shithole, and it's going down even further. It's going down at an increasing rate under Starmer and his useless, incompetent government, who seem to basically chuck everyone in prison who don't agree with him. And he calls them far right, he calls them this, he calls them that. Absolutely despicable, man. And I just hope he gets absolutely booted out of office very soon. I'm absolutely fuming. I really am. This man doesn't even belong in politics, he belongs in jail. Starmer does. As does a lot of his cabinet. They are all 100% incompetent and useless. I mean, the fact is, they're letting all these people come in, they're letting pensioners freeze to death because they're taking away winter fuel payments from all pensioners except those on universal credit. Absolutely despicable, man. And then they're basically letting all these migrants come in and giving them benefits and giving them this and giving them that. They should be any illegal migrants should be booted out and kicked out of the country. We need along the south coast. We need basically like what America's got. They need a civil border patrol like the Minutemen or the Minutemen. I don't know how they pronounce it over there. Like the Minutemen. Basically, they patrol the border right from Texas all the way through New Mexico, Arizona, and California. We need that over here on the south coast. We do not want the RNLI basically taking these people in. The RNLI should just stick to rescuing people rescuing young teenagers who've got all high or pissed and jumping off piers. That's what the RNLI should be doing, saving people's lives, not bothering with migrants. Let a civil border patrol take care of them. Anyway, apologies for this rant. At the end of the day, I'm so pissed with this country. I am seriously thinking of emigrating. I really am. This is absolutely disgraceful, absolutely disgusting, and I pray that Trump gets in, because we do not want another useless left-wing moron running a Western country. I mean, Kamala Harris is basically like Jacinta Ardern and Justin Trudeau from Canada, like the New Zealand and Canadian prime ministers. America does not want her, but it looks like America's not going to be getting her anyway. It looks like America's going to be quite rightly voting for Trump. Anyway, rant over. Like I say, if any youngsters want to know what a communist living under a communist state is like, have a look up Nicolae Ceausescu. See what he's like. See how he treated people. Starmer is doing the same. The only difference is Ceausescu was killing them, and Starmer's just throwing them in jail. That is the only difference. There is absolutely there's basically no difference between Ceausescu and Starmer. Thank you, everyone.